Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, guess what? Showtime. Hi guys, I'm back. Here we are, deep into Act 9, Chapter 9. Act 9. And my ships have come in, metaphorically, and in-game. No, not metaphorically. But in-game. 2 of them.
Got some goods in. Aye.
We sent these guys out. A middling reward is what I expect. Pretty much. Did we get life? We still... Oh, we did get a life rune. Yay. And then these guys, I sent them out with a whole bunch of stuff. More in the way of returns. Excellent. We will now set up our next batch to go out. Let's see. Those guys need a lot of iron, a lot of ore calcum. Those guys need a lot of wheat. Crimson iron, ore calcum. Let's see what we've got. 960 wheat. We have not enough wheat. Get it. Over here, 100% ore calcum out of 3,000. So if we're going to send our better group with ore calcum out, say, 6,000 shipment value with, and what else are they looking for? Crimson iron, that doesn't have much of a bonus for that, so I'm not that enthused about sending out any of that. We're at 7,000, we can throw some more stuff in there too. A little bit of corn. Yeah, they're coming back with everything. I hired 2 high level, a 5 and a 6 seamen, so the odds of them not making their way out and back are pretty small. In this case, they're 0. We want to send them there.
I'll give him the word.
Let's send the other guys out a long ways. With pumpkins. How many pumpkins can we fit before we start getting a chance of failure? 110. That's fine. Select them and set some. These guys are back in 36 minutes. These guys are back in probably after I'm done streaming. I'm doing for money. Not a lot. But we'll dump.
Is that the Exile I spy?
Decisions must be made.
Decisions must be made. I have to agree with that. We'll put about 1,000 of it in. Theoretically, says 13 hours for wages, but that doesn't make any sense. Because the wages are 544 an hour. Which means we have about 5 hours worth, not 13 hours worth. I don't know how they math. Now, we were in the quarry. We have a couple of things we need to do here. And we will open up. I have Respec, by the way. This is the new build. It's a lot flashier. Initially, it was not strong. When I played poorly and did not pre-level up any of the skills. It was command slow until my skills had leveled up somewhat. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's a lightning strike, which is, I have been told, right now the strongest build. Not mine, obviously. I'm not sure even my iteration, certainly not with my gear. But theoretically, it is the strongest. careful that I don't over-level any gems. What? Oh, I didn't drop off the stuff. Oh, that's on me. I didn't drop off the well-gotten gains. So I'll do that now. Down. I assume I can go to King's March and come back, and that portal will still be open. I think. We'll drop everything off here at the old Disenchanter for anything that's not good. It do be extremely sparky. Good evening, Shirkei. Hope you're doing well. I want to keep that one, I think. That's a no, a no, a no.
Get to it right away.
And a no.
Always a pleasure.
It is extremely sparky, and it's not even spark. Spark is an actual skill. That's our first life rune, and we're going to turn around immediately and spend it. I think I like that better. I do like it better. Yep, thought I already had one of those. My first, actually my second double on a unique. Let's see.
Hail!
And well met. I can upgrade. All right. I can upgrade this too. Okay. Well, what new rune recipes do I have that I can use on a claw? Fire, fire, lightning. A little bit of lightning seems like it would be pretty good. SRS we don't need. We've got access to lightning. More lightning is good. So currently we're doing 24,632.
All in a day's work.
About an additional 500 DPS. Not a big deal. Worth seeing how much I got out of it. And yes, the portal is still open. Yay! Now, you want to talk sparky. Given that there's a skill, spark. It is pretty sparky, I gotta actually agree. We have an abyss to run. Oh, that's a lot of Goliath gauntlets. But none of those will do this. Alright, we have an abyss. Because life is abyss, and then you die. Look, there's a crack in the ground. Out of the crack in the ground are coming scripts. And then sometimes a little portal opens up with a hole into the ground, and other critters come out of that. Oh, something almost killed me. And that was the end of the abyss. Maybe a tiger's paw? Definitely an eye. The eyes have it. Alright, where are you? Stop spitting critters. That's just disgusting. Spitting critters is a disgusting habit. Hey, fat buddy. Good evening. This is the flashiest visual build I've ever played. Would you stop just wandering around and just take your licking? What is with this guy? Oh, he's a soul eater. No wonder he's not dying. Yeah, I guess do not recommend that you watch this stream if you suffer from any kind of seizure disorder. Alright, hopefully this guy will die in a nice quick fashion, but probably not. Really hard. He's almost dead. Please die. Please just freaking die. That's a favor to me. Thank you. Just you wait for the Vol version? Yeah, I haven't found the Vol version, and I haven't bought and then used all of my Vol gems to get the Vol version. At this point, I'm satisfied with just the regular vanilla lightning. In case you were wondering what flavor lightning is vanilla flavor. Maybe a little mint. Maybe I should actually buy a lightning strike and throw a couple of vols at him.
And so now,
We'll look into that. Back to the quarry. You can go ahead and open that up, Sin. I need to find something. No, first. Feels like the cooldown really slow. Stop. Yeah, maybe that. Here we will. It's actually reminding me about the Vol version. I should try and crack one of those. There we go. More goodies. Oh, what's that? I don't remember there being multiple nodes for the ores. But obviously I'm wrong. I don't think they would have added that event. Assassin's Mark, we've got the ink to support that, and Blood Rage. Blood Rage! Sorry. Single target is not in a great place right now. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Come on, who wants some? Come get some. stop running, pulling all of the damn tornadoes with you. It's cheating. Just stop.
My love.
My gear is kind of crap.
You were too beautiful for this ugly world. It shames me to know that.
Let's see. We have currently the bleeding one. Yeah, the bleeding one. I think we can go with that for now. As my big concern now is kind of just don't want to get one-shotted.
I need more pockets.
Yeah. I need more pockets. I need an inventory system that doesn't suck. Yeah, sorry about your sister. I killed her. No hard feelings? I'm at 50% chance to evade attacks. Not bad given the fact that I also have blindness, which reduces my evasion. This is one of the new
Do you need help with something?
ascendancies. Blind Prophet. My base critical strike chance with weapons is raised to 12%, but I'm blind. Being blind causes a 20% less accuracy and evasion rating. And also, projectiles have a 50% chance to return to me, but they're fired in random directions. The next 2 points will be there to give me 2 more projectiles, which will be nice bonus damage, especially for clear. Make the clear just absolutely bazooka-like. Nope. Mana. Pfft. Mana. Who needs mana? Mana's for losers. Coffee's for closers. That's a reference for you. That's a lot of life. Oh, hybrid, it's not that good a life. I mean, it's okay. We'll hold on to it. Life and one resist. Yeah, I guess we'll...
Take care.
Unenthusiastically. And lightning damage to spells. That's not helpful. I do a lot of lightning damage, but none of it is spells. Upgrade the Pantheon. Yeah. In immunity to blind. I don't think that works. I don't think it removes it unless it says it's an immunity to blind effects. Why for that? Cannot be blinded. I'm not blinded, I'm blind. But a good catch on your part. And it's possible I'm wrong. I know it's hard to believe that I could be wrong, but it is possible.
Hunt well.
Thanks, Tasuni. As always, you are the wind beneath my wings. Okay, you and Jukebox are the wind beneath my wings. That's an off-stream reference. Alright, into the belly of the beast. There's one of these monsters. I don't know which it is. One of them just did it. They make this horrible sound like they're horking up a lunger. They go. Oh, can you not? Wow, okay, like that. Sadly, none of them are good for this build, but I'm not going to complain about getting through 6 on. Okay, that I'm not happy with. Where do you think you're going? There's no escaping me. I am inescapable. Now, what are we showing? 25k DPS right now. Tooltip numbers. May or may not actually bear any resemblance to reality. You could just die, that would be cool. Thank you. Better. That one died in a nice, appropriately fast fashion. Sadly, the bosses do not die that fast. So I could actually sort of like die to the next boss. It doesn't help when that thing starts. Oh, and we've got bearers. Swear to God, Arch Nemesis system is the worst thing they've ever brought into PoE. I don't even consider that a particularly controversial point of view. I think there was something over here that was showing up on the screen. Oh. Yep. Semi-boss. Okay. Those tornadoes, cyclones, whatever you would like to call them, are very bad. But they are all over the map because I picked up the bismuth from the bismuth deposit. Because that just made good bismuth sense. Thank you, I'll be here all night. Good bismuth sense. Stumble over my own clever line. Oh, we're almost there. We are there. Let's go down to the rotting core. We've got another point, and that is increased evasion, maximum life, a little bit of spell suppression on full life. But the defense is now up to 61%. It was at 50 not too long ago. Alright, elemental damage. We're currently at 24.8. A little over 25. What if we make unkillable monsters with a ton of damage and speed of a race car? Genius. Well, yeah. Certainly that's one of the issues PoE 2 has, is the speed of the monsters. They've slowed down the speed of gameplay. They've not slowed down the monsters one bit. And that can be challenging. And there are invincible ones if you choose poorly in an expedition. If all of your damage is of one flavor, you can accidentally end up fighting mobs that are immune to that flavor. In which case, you're screwed. And not one of those good ways. The black core.
Something doesn't seem right.
Before you do, Edry. Edry's always a bit of a pain here. So I could see myself getting myself killed by not paying attention, not paying sufficient attention, or just getting lucky, or just being bad at the game. In a lot of ways I could die. We're coming for you, Doedry. I'm not liking my odds here. That helped. My attacks did not destroy all of the freaking pillars. Oh, they're all destroyed now. Good if I can't finish her in a hurry. Didn't actually want to. She dropped stuff and I did not get a look at it. The odds that it's good, very small. But it's not in my nature to just walk away without seeing it. I have many issues. Did you manage to defeat it? Cool. Have a portal scroll. Well, yeah. Hey, now, a portal scroll. Don't laugh at those. You can sell those to get a wisdom scroll. Yeah, the zealot boots? No.
The souls of these three.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and pop back to town real fast to empty out the inventory. That's French. I speak French like a native. A native of Greece.
Yes?
Or America. Sadly, no one knows.
See you.
Pop these off. And these go into the tab of endless 6 links. Well, eventually endless. No, none of them are really good. I kind of need evasion and energy shield. Got armor and energy shield, evasion, armor. I can't get in. Evasion and energy shield to save my life. Alright, yeah, thanks, Sin. Chevron or Malagaro, we'll go Chevron. She was so evil they named an oil company after her. That's been a joke only an American would get, and probably not that. Right, Chevron. Dum, 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 my Chevron. Go. Well, at least I saw what they were. I accidentally clicked on it anyway. I really, really wish that are there other cursors in the game? I don't even remember, because this cursor is unfindable in the visual spam. I don't think there is options for other cursors. Oh, oop, I take it back. High contrast, inverted. I think we'll go with pink. Try that. And maybe a bigger one will help too. I don't know. Old man's vision is going. Malagaro's Misery. Turns out it was jock itch. A little on the embarrassing side. I wanted him to die regardless of the cost. In the words of Khan, he tasks me. He tasks me, so I shall have him. Okay, that's directly the words of Khan, indirectly the words of Ahab, captain of the Pequod. A little bit of classical literature reference for you guys this evening. There you go. Enjoy. Herman Melville when you least expect it. Malagaro. Which one's the real you? That was the real one. Can you see the real me? Old guy music reference. Musical reference. You might say who, and you would be entirely correct.
Joins to become one foul spirit.
The Who.
Destroy that creature
Old
of
guy's
darkness
band.
And let us...
All right, the depraved Trinity. Trinity? Did I just said Trinity. Trinity. English sometimes is it's not that hard if you grew up with it. Okay, here we go. Next up, critters. Sort of spooter-like critters. How about another batch of critters? Got him. Well, him and her have got bits and pieces of both, so I don't know how it identifies.
I ain't gonna lie to you, friend. You look like actual shite.
I look like actual shite. And he knows that without even seeing me.
What in the bloody hell happened?
You're questioning me. Well, ready to go?
Off to Act 10. Kitava awaits. And he hungers. As a guy who's been on a diet for a couple of years now, off and on, I hunger pretty much all the time, too.
What? Simon.
Say, here ways devise.
The prodigal return.
I see you.
But you don't lose
For freedom.
almost 80 pounds without pain.
Is it I?
Oh, I didn't want to talk to her. Hope I didn't get the thing from her. I did. Okay,
Yes.
good. Nope. Free convocation. Keep that. It's like a 7. Yeah, it's a 2. So. It's there. Snicked. All right, we have to rescue Bannon. Who's been futzing around on the roof of the fire-damaged cathedral. Why? I have no idea. He played one. Everybody was served? Yes, very nice. I bet.
Now that the Simon.
She wants stuff. He wants stuff.
Bannon is alive.
Wants to give me something. Let's see. That one's the one with phasing. I don't think I have one of those yet. Stiff Knight's not bad, but I think I would want phasing jobbers sooner or later.
We have managed to study. For freedom.
My ship has come in. So to speak.
See you, mate. If you are to go wandering, innocent than it before, remember, humanity needs us.
This will be the faster one, so this is the higher tier of ship, which I sent out with a whole bunch of stuff. Well, I sent out the less accomplished ship for the longer trip. Give me goodies! That's a lot of stuff. Not gonna lie, that is a lot of stuff. And now, because I am by nature I am one square away. All right, fine,
What can I
fine.
do
We'll
to
drop
help
some
you,
stuff
Doc?
here. Robbed, be disenchanted. Almost certainly that. Yeah, that can do.
Not bad.
Now,
Not
come
bad.
back and get it. I just
Local!
Loco! Give me the last thing. Why do you hate freedom? Okay, we're going to send them out again on a shorty. Or Calcum, Crimson Ore, wheat, fields of wheat. Their shipment, how much wheat do we have? We have no vericium. We have 742 wheat. If we take like 600 of that, and we throw in, 300 iron bars, say, and a little bit of base iron. And yeah, that'll do. 607, so we're going there. Set sail, and they're back in 41 minutes. Now we'll look at all the rest of the stuff. 2 5-link staves. Definitely not using that.
Get to it right away.
Or that.
On it.
Or that.
We'll get to it right away.
Nope.
Onwards and upwards, as Danning might say.
I want to like that, but I just don't.
On it.
Our balance sheets, decisions must be made.
I understand decisions must be made. Add almost 2,000.
A timely infusion.
Good evening. Well, I'm assuming evening. It's evening here. That's the best I can assure you. Your mileage may vary. Flasks, and we have 2 more additions, because this one has, that's actually not that great at spell damage, but it's not terrible. And this one, tier 4% fizz. Almost work with that. Yep, okay, we are back to the Oriath docks. And the cathedral rooftop. Weird place for an expedition, because that means that all of the bodies.
By the time we're here, no one will be
Oh, got them both. That means all the bodies we're going to be digging up were buried, presumably in between the ceiling and the roof. Is we're going to do an excavation for a bunch of bodies. An interesting choice of burial place. Ashling.
Go on, do it. You're no stranger to murder. Just make it quick. If you think I'll
She didn't drop anything. That's just rude.
I am. We was gonna eat dinner together. Hard to make new friends, it is.
All right, Jun, would you unveil this, please? That's life and 1 decent resist and 1 very good resist. Huh. He said. That's an interesting one.
Warm nights.
Oh, this is a very localized expedition we've got going here. Let's see, anything particularly standing out? We've got 1 yellow box, that's about it. Monsters penetrate 15% chaos resistance. If they're hitting me with chaos, I'm already in trouble, so. They penetrate 5 fire. Pale, we don't want to mess with that one. They regenerate 30% of life every 4 seconds. As long as they're not coming back from the dead, I'm okay with that. Alright, so. If you guys haven't seen this before, we get to place, what, 4 mines? We don't want the impaling one. So now, this will... all of the monsters will have this from here on. And now we're going to drop this here. And now all monsters, except these, will have this buff. And then that, And then the last batch will also have piercing chaos resistance. This is the exact same character. There was a respec for this build that got done in the mid 60s. So it is the exact same character using a lot of the same gear, but a lot of changes were made. One thing, we're now no longer a servant of Arakali, we're now a blind prophet. We changed the ascendancy, and I don't know, maybe a third of the nodes had to be respec'd, something like that. But it is the same character. All right, success. Hi, June. And one more. Conceivably something we want to. All right. The other spec was primarily meant to be a leveling spec. It was very good for leveling. Quill ring. Or is it a quill ring? Yeah, quill ring. Cool. So that one was never a long-term, never going to be a long-term build. Please don't die. Fine. But it was very, very good for leveling. This is theoretically, if it's built right, and I am following the build guide from one of the guys who knows about the build best, it is the most powerful build in this game, theoretically. It's not going to be for me. I'm not a good enough player. I'm not going to play it long enough to get really, really good gear. So for me, it's just a fun build. It is, at this point, pretty easy because I'm mostly holding down the right mouse button. Because all the projectiles I fire go in random directions anyway. See, I have no control over where the projectiles are going. None. Oh, you can't be serious. They're serious. All right. Where's the freeze again? All right, the freeze is on 3. The business deposit. Did I hit the button? I think I must have hit the button. Clicked on the node, I should say. What picking up the bismuth there does is it frees the tornadoes to run around in the rest of the map, but I'm not going to be on the map for much longer. So it shouldn't matter. but those tornadoes hit like trucks. And very high-speed trucks at that. Tornadoes like that. Oh, I need more pockets. Yeah, you know what I need is I need an inventory system that doesn't suck. Thank you. I'd like to have one. Okay, there we go. We got the orichalcum. Let's get out of Tornado Row. And into the ravaged square. Yeah, the damage is better. Well, also, a lot of the damage the other one was doing was damage over time because it was a poison build. So it had a big initial hit of chaos damage, but then it also had to pay up the poison damage over time. And so a lot of times you could just fire something and keep moving, and the thing would just tick away and die. But it is a higher damage build, for sure. Especially, you know, if I'm in a crowded space with a bunch of critters, yeah. The other one was pretty good. This one is really good. Oh, look. More orichalcum. Also, it has a lot of leech and a lot of life and mana gain on hit, which makes it have pretty good sustain. That crypt armor, damn it. Alright, that one we would definitely not be needing. Mind you, the crypt armor we probably won't be needing, but what we're looking for right now is either a good evasion energy shield combo chest that we can try and put 5 or 6 links into, or a 6 socket that we can try and make good and link up. Either one of those. We've had no luck on either of those fronts so far. What are you doing? You were dead. Ain't no coming back. That's an old guy movie reference. That isn't actually where I wanted to go, but it'll be fine.
Greetings.
I misclicked. Well, no, I misthunked. No, that's not what we're looking for. Definitely want to keep that, and this one's in the vicinity of what we're looking for.
Farewell.
Oh, Ren is a nice pull. That's junk. Getting back to where we were in the control blocks, where we have to track down Valenta. I'm not sure exactly what happened to her, but something bad. I don't think we got Let's see, Leo.
Always hoped I'd get a warrior's
Yeah. We'll execute him. That promotes him. It's a long story.
A savage slaying.
Riker.
I seek to circumvent a similar sentence.
Sure.
You will only garner from
We've got
me that
three
which I wish
three things to unveil. Unveiling adds whatever you unveil to the things that you can craft in your hideout. So this is a crappy item, but we get to choose what that missing. Oh, armor and evasion. No, armor and evasion is not what I'm looking for. Life and regen, I suppose. Unenthused. Again, this is not good, but we do get an addition. Fire and Chaos? Fire and Chaos. And this one's crap too. Life and armor, chance to block attack. Probably that.
Keep your eyes sharp.
Nice, quiet, contemplative build. Quiet, no bright, flashing pictures, no big, unexpected noises. It's that's a 6-socket. Almost. They almost got me. Oops. This batch is very unpleasant. I would be pleased if you would die. Oh my god, there's more of them? That wasn't a problem at all. Alright, kind of was. That's basically what I'm wearing right now. Four linked 6-socket. All of it. All right, Valenta. Phase is done. Not a huge fan of phased bosses. Doesn't really matter in this case, but if you have a good build, feels like you get punished. What the hell is you? Alright, again. There's one thing I like, that they've added the bar, the life bar for bosses now, so you can tell when they've phased, so you're not wasting any time wailing on a mob you can't harm anymore. Alright, real quick, back to town. I call this the cheaty travel. Can't wait to get your PC. This looks fun. It is fun, but I feel it is incumbent upon me as the streamer to, again, note, it is complicated. Not that you're not smart, not that you can't do it, but it has a very high, brutal learning. Worth it, in my opinion, but it is not especially welcoming. Oh, we got another skill point in there somewhere. That's jolly well nice. 1 sec. I'm pretty sure I use the evasion mastery here, but I'm not positive. No, I don't. Okay. Well, we don't have any of those yet. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a jewel spot, because we're going to need more elemental resistances soon, because when we kill Kitava for the second time, he doesn't take it well. He gets snippy and he reduces all of our resists by 30%. He's just really a juvenile god. Give me 1 second. Please bear with me. Needed to ban a spammer. Oh, that's right. We finished this all off. We came back here because it's the fastest way to get back there. Yeah, you get another passive point every level and upon completing certain quests. So I'm level 72, means I've gotten 71 of them, and then, I don't know, maybe another 2 dozen from finishing out quests and stuff. That's armor evasion. Not the double I'm looking for. A map, but we are getting close to the maps. 90 gold. Have to go get the 90 gold. Oh, and we have a jewel socket. Note to self, remember to slot a socket when you get back to home base. Alright, so side area here, and wall side area is a little dangerous, but also can drop corrupted items, and corrupted items and far more likely to have more sockets and more links on them, so they can be a good way of sort of jumping to the head of the class, so to speak, and getting better gear than you might otherwise. I really don't like the levels with the reliquarians, these things. They have really big hit point pools, and they leap out of nowhere. And you can't hit them for several seconds. just a really annoying combat. And that particularly holds true for the rare ones. Like that. Ate 'em. Damn it! Boy, you don't realize some of the quality of life stuff that you have in other games until you're playing, well, say this. Alright, back to the reliquary. I'm gonna grab that. Hate that. Oh, and he's got one of the proc shield alike abilities too, making him actual. Near cancer. Please be over here. Oh, sure, another. Those. Okay, looks like there's over here then, yep. Alright.
Exile, you're a
I'm a giant among men. I hope she's not referring to my size. That would be impolite. Lonnie, here, you want to buy some stuff? No, I promise. I didn't just get this as a quest reward. Why do you ask? Okay, maybe.
For freedom.
We got 3 maps out of that, which seems almost unlikely, and yet, here we are. Venopuncture adds a little fizz. Attacks have a chance to cause bleeding. Increase damage with bleeding. Chilled while you are bleeding. Non-chilled enemies you inflict bleeding on are chilled. Bleeding enemies you kill with hit shatter. That actually, I mean, stat-wise, it's nothing to write home about, but got some nice, shall we say, beef on it. Back to the reliquary, but again, just to exit. Optimal pathing. the prox bubble. We all hate prox bubbles. We want to kill things with prox bubbles just because they're annoying. Prox bubble is a proximity bubble, which means you can't hurt them unless you're inside the bubble. We all hate proximity bubbles. Certain mobs, basically, all PoE players hate prox bubbles. Anything with a prox bubble, they hate. Here at the waypoint and to go into the ossuary. And here, I don't remember, we need to get something for the old man, the elixir of allure. No, that's right. We can also have the last trial of ascendancy, after which we will try and get our third ascendancy taken care of. I want to get that taken care of before we head to Kitava, because Kitava is going to give me minus 30 to all of my resists. So I would like to get that done before I go under 30 resistance. Why are you not dying? The Mortonomicon. Oh, to Divina. That's right. I didn't want to pick that up because you can't get it out of your inventory until you start an event. I don't like Sanctum, which is the event thing. I can just suppose I can just leave it. Sanctum is one of the more recent League mechanics that I really did not like. Basically, to be good at Sanctum, you kind of have to make a build for Sanctum. Which may not be any good at all as a build for the rest. And that seems contrary to what you want to do with it. Increased monster damage? Sure. Let's go down to the Savage Deathly Chambers. Won't you take me to Funky Town? An expedition scarab. My first scarab. Those mobs are annoying. Skeleton and cage mob are really only annoying because they have such enormous hit. That's all that makes them really suck. Race, and we've got headroom for that still. I need to be a bit more of not running away, but not bothering to fight everything. you watch the good fast players, unlike me, who's not particularly good, not at all fast, but you'll watch they basically speed through a lot of stuff. It's just not the style of play I'm used to. Okay, that is chaos damage. We're doing, but the elixir of allure. Now we have one more thing we're looking for. Over here. It's the trial of ascendancy. This is the last one, I do believe. That is the last of the trials that I need for Merciless Labyrinth. We got everything out of here? Yeah, we did. Back to town? The cheaty way? No, you cannot respec as much as you want. They made it significantly easier when they first brought out this patch, what, 8 or 9 months ago. But no, it is not easy to do. They improved it a lot, but it's still not good. It's painful. You know, a couple points here and there isn't bad, especially with the new system. But large-scale ones can be very, very painful and difficult, if not outright impossible. No, I've got stuff I might want to sell. Could you stop? Oh my god.
Greetings.
That is just absolutely terrible.
Remember, we do this for freedom.
This is the little quality of life stuff. Having all these NPCs in this little area here in a click-to-move game sucks. Not to put too fine a point on it, it just sucks. Not a huge deal, but quality of life, it's not good. Our first scarab. Alright, so. Return to Mortonomicon. I can drop it off with Divinia. I don't want to visit. God damn it. I hate having extra stuff here, too. Extra notes and stuff. They just drive me freaking crazy. Alright, so back to the Ravaged Square. Now we need to find the Desecrated Chamber of Innocence and find the Staff of Purity. Or we can go and try and do the next Aspirant's Trial, which we're going to do. Keep in mind, this could be bad. I'm 73, and the map is supposed to be, I think, 66. So I mean, that'll help some. 68. All right. Here we go. I have 2 deaths. Let me double check that's correct. 3. What was the third? Oh, I guess it was earlier today. What was it on? Yeah, 3 deaths. I don't fight anything I don't have to. So this is one of those places where it's better if I can just get into the habit of moving on. Even if it's going to drop an Eternal Sword. I'm not sure what it means to be an Eternal Sword as opposed to just a regular sword. Dream Feather. Adds a little fizz, attack speed, evasion, movement speed. Increased attack damage per 450. I can't imagine that actually ends up being getting played. Now the bad thing about this this is a game system which, from a design point of view, I really like. You've got a labyrinth filled with creatures and traps and stuff, and you need to go through, and going through opens up some of the most powerful features in the game. But having to do it for every character, every time, and if you fail, you get sent back. You have to restart completely from scratch. That's just not right. From a game design point of view, I think it is an awesome piece of work. From a gameplay point of view, it kind of stinks. However, it's still better than the one we got in PoE 2. Which I consider to be hilariously misguided. Would you just thank you? Did I go the wrong way? I did. I always do. You would think you couldn't. Oh, my ship has come in. You know what I mean about traps and stuff?
Where there's a golden key,
There must be a golden door. You know there's a golden door, Azaro. You built this place. And I didn't check and see. This changes every day. All 4 of the labyrinths change every day, but they're the same for each person. So there's someone who will log in very early every day, and he'll run through all of them and map them out for everyone.
gold.
And it's on a website. The domain path. Yep. Lightning Strike is our current main attack. 24,700 and upgraded 25,000, 7,500, so more than 1,000 more DPS. What level is it up to? I don't recall. $16. Mind you, it was 1 when I changed over specs. So, yeah, I was not doing much damage. It's doing okay damage, but things were slow. But as it's been leveling up, obviously things have been improving. But I had been leveling up almost none of the gems that I was going to need. Which I would have to say was kind of a boo-boo. In retrospect, I hate that not because it's dangerous or anything, it's so loud and come on, it gotta be over here somewhere. Alright, should, hopefully, take me to the first trial. Yep, Aspirant's trial. So we get 3 of these for each of our runs through the labyrinth. The first time through, we get a new recipe, and it is double resistances rank 3. That's a good one, because I'm going to need them. Right now, my resistances for the elemental stuff are all over 75, which is the cap, except cold 76, because I got an extra point. But those are all going to lose 30% when I finish off the Act 10 boss, which also means my chaos is going to go down to minus 60%. Right? Not a whole lot of creatures do chaos, but obviously those ones are going to hurt. Now, Azaro, again, boss. A single target, not great. Him. Face, that's one.
If the forest is dry.
Normally, if I fail on the third go because he's got a whole bunch of traps around. And I am prone to panic against certain traps in certain setups. So I'm not sure if it's because my character is blind, but it seems like the gamma has been cranked way. Why? Oh, he had the self-res effect. I can't get through. Those are a type of mob called bearers. When they die, they leave a big explodey spot on the ground. They're called bearers, bearers of fire, bearers of cold, or whatever. And historically, because a lot of players who play in groups will be just running through everything really quickly, it was really easy to die to bearers, as somebody would kill a bunch of them. All the rest of the guys would be following him, come running right behind just in time to get hit by the explosions. And so it became a thing to go bears, bears, bears. That's a short way of saying bearers. To let the other players know. And so I've seen a fair number of the older players from basically before my time still do it, even when they're not playing in a group. Just out of habit. Okay. Basilica Halls. I mentioned earlier that there are certain things that almost every PoE player can agree on that we hate. One of those is on death effects. We really don't like death effects. I didn't want that. Was not what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do. Oh God. I'm an incompetent, incapable boob. Stuff over there. Where did I miss? All right, that's where I missed. Nope, dead end. Aspirant's Trial number 2.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation. To entertain doubt is to
Dance with death. I don't want to dance with death. Last time I did, he left his skeletal footprints on my shoes. Which I thought was down. And, mind you, I can still die before I even get. I am tearing through mobs pretty well, but it does not. It's not tearing through boss mobs, and it's not tearing through rare mobs. It does okay. It does great on regular mobs. It does fine on magic mobs. Rare mobs kind of depends on the affixes they have. Some of those affixes can be very problematic. And some bosses are just tough, generally. But the single target damage here is not particularly good. At least not yet. Open up. Thank you. Alright. Alright, well, through to Sepulchre Halls. I think it's just... might be one more? Yeah, it should be one more to get to the last one. Probably won't be the first door we come to, but the second door should take us to the last aspirant's trial. And a bitter taste of my failure. I don't know I'm going to fail. But it's always an enormous relief when I succeed at any trial unless I'm ludicrously overpowered. So for instance, to get the new Ascendancy, I had to respec the old Ascendancy points out. Please be an aspirant's trial. There we go. And then run the lowest level trial
aspirant can afford to be promising
with no ascendancy but grossly overpowered. So that one was easy. I had no belief I was going to fail that. That was easy. But anything after that, I really don't like the traps. I also don't like when he teleports me around from one place to the next. Go, 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 go. Got it. I wish all of the mobs in here dropped over dead when he fell over. Because they can still hit you and hurt you. Of life. Reduced attribute requirements is a fucking insult. Yay! 2 more ascendancy points. And these will go now, instead of however many projectiles I'm spitting out, Fires 4 projectiles. I think I already have +1, so I think by default I'm throwing out 5. This is going to give me 7. Maybe it's from 4 to 6. Anyway, it's a lot. Yeah, I think it's from 4 to 6. Okay. I think I have 2 keys. 1 key. I have 1 key. I'm going to roll a d20. Got an 18, so 1 through 4. 5 through 8. Yeah, just the 1. Okay, so now we also have the Divine Font, which is going to allow me to swap a gem for a special gem. And it's a random special gem, but it could be cool. So, where are they? Where are they? They're here. It's going to have to be Corrupting Fever. No, I don't want Corrupting. That one's boring. It's boring. What else we got? Technically a spell. Let's see if we can get a good one. One that has value. Transform a skill gem to be a random transfigured gem in the spell color. Transform a non-transfigured skill gem to a random non-transfigured skill gem. Oh, random transfigured version. Oh, if only I had known. I would have had a 1 in 3 chance of making some decent money, but I'll have to choose the random. I'm going to check. I'm going to take a second, check the value of these on the trade. Soul Rend of Reaping. I like Soul Rend. Give me just a sec here. Path of Exile. Yes, I'm not a robot. Come on. Anytime. Now, what the... There we go. What the hell was that? Pardon the flashbang. We go to trade. Look up Soul Rend of Reaping, and the current value on trade is probably a chaos. Yeah, about a chaos. The next one is Icicle Mine of Fanning. Dakota Fanning, I think. That one is going for also a chaos, which seems to be sort of the default value if it doesn't have any special value. Carrion Golem of Hordes. That one might be worth more. Carrion Golem of Hordes. That's worth more. 2 chaos. But I can't see myself playing it. I could see myself playing Soul Rend, because Soul Rend's kind of fun. I'm going to grab the Soul Rend one. Chaos difference. No biggie. We got everything. We have our 2 additional projectiles. We're back in town.
Good tidings to you.
That one was a maybe, because it's got decent life. And 1 okay resist. It's not optimal, though. Not enthused, you know? You want to be enthused. You want to look at it and go, holy shit. It ain't that. Pardon the flashbangs coming in. No, it's not. Okay. Just checking. Dream Feather. Yeah, about a chaos. One chaos is about sort of the default value for anything that people might buy most of the time, except for currency. Currency items, they'll all develop their own price over time. flasks. Technically not a flask, but goes in a flask slot, so it's close enough. Okay. We now have our 3 of our 4 ascendancies. We go back to the Ravaged Square. As we have to go to the Desecrated Chamber of Innocence to get the Staff of Purity. And of course you will understand that I am all about purity. What? No? I do not suffer from impure thoughts or impure deeds. Off to bed. Thanks for the entertainment. Info. See you next time. Have a great night. Well, I will try, and you enjoy your evening of sleep. I was trying to say sleep or rest, and it came out Celeste. I don't know what Celeste is, but have a good one of those. Sounds like it might be nice, so yeah. Have a nice Celeste. After all, it's Monday tomorrow. You want to have a full night's Celeste. I forgot again that I do have an open jewel space. But now I've remembered, I will promptly forget the next time I come. And I love it. Why do I go into a room where there's nothing? There are no answers to my questions. At least if they're going to have the proximity bubbles, what they can do is make the proximity bubbles reflect everything that's inside them too, so that they kill them faster. I don't think that's going to happen. That's 4 deaths. If you're curious, that one was an on-death effect. You may remember maybe 10 minutes ago I said there are a few things we don't like, and I mentioned one earlier, and there was another one that was on death effects, and that one killed me. I didn't see any visual for it. We hate them. It is essentially just about you hate on death effects. Because most of the time, well, certainly they never feel fair, that's for sure. And I didn't happen to see any visual, if there was one. But there was a whole bunch of gold on the ground. But if it didn't move, it didn't automatically pick up. Another thing we can't stand is backtracking. We understand there have to be pain points. Otherwise, I suppose it is. Without pain points, you end up with Diablo 4. I need to check and see where else we need to be going. All right, that was suppression. We're not worried about suppression yet. Elemental damage with attack skills? Sure, that seems good. Yeah, it's a long walk. Let's head back to town. Looks like what I'm going to do is... Yeah, we'll see. I'm changing my mind all the time.
Hello.
Not sure what I want to do. Nope. Nope. That's... Wow. That's potentially really good. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've never seen that before. The combination of +1 to socketed gems and +2 to the level of socketed anything gem. Chaos, fire, whatever. Impressive. Keeper. Such a keeper that I will have to
For freedom.
see if I can find a build that would be particularly good for. It's an interesting one for bloody sure. May not actually be like particularly good, but it certainly gets my attention. Ugh. Okay. Aha! Aha! Ha! This one. It's got life, plus 10% to all elemental resistances, chance to avoid being shocked, and a little regeneration for the energy shield. It's really, really quite good. And so that was why I wanted to grab a jewel socket. I'll have to pop that in, as that's going to be needed after we kill Kitava, because we're going to lose 30 to all of our resists. Well, now it's only going to be 20, probably. Alright, the Desecrated Chambers. We have a long run around to get to the Desecrated Chambers. Lion kill. I guess he cleans up. I think it must be an effect of having being blind at all times. That everything, that the gamma seems to be turned way, way down. Basically, I can't see shit. In a dark map like this one, I basically can't see shit. Crit resistant, hasted. And so many of these rare mobs are dying and coming back as a different rare mob. I'm not sure which mod that is. Crafting recipe, we need to get that. Accuracy, potentially useful, given that I have a very large debuff to accuracy because I'm blind. I think we're going to have to go a little bit later than I had planned, just so we can get Kitava taken care of on stream. We won't quite make it to maps. Get Kitava taken care of. That's probably another 15 minutes, something like that. Added cold. So we're currently at 27,332. That was worth another 1,300 DPS per second. Didn't miss me that time, though, did you? Take a flying fandango. Inventory Tetris is the stupidest, laziest kind of friction that a developer can include in a game. Make everything take up one square, make the inventory the same size so you're coming away with relatively the same number of objects, and the pain goes away. The friction remains, the pain goes away. As a developer, I understand the need for friction in your game. I really get it. But if you can have friction without frustration,
I fear I have not been
wouldn't you choose that? I would think
Bannon was a man whom I...
evidently I would think wrong. We need this one. And I deserve having that one be really good. If it's not, I have to sell it back to her, and that's really embarrassing. No, this isn't the one you gave me. This is an entirely different one. This is not good. Nope. Oh. No. Not with the hybrid. Good attack speed. Decent cold damage. This is the one she just gave me. It's not horrible. 5 of the 6 stats are useful. They're together, they're just not good. I'm sure that hurt her feelings that she gave it to me, and then I sold it right back towards.
I know.
Yeah, you're a reborn god, blah, blah, blah. Great for you. Must be nice. I've never been a reborn god, so I can't say. Okay, we have got 2 maps to go through, and the first one's okay, and the second one's pretty straightforward. Back to the Ravaged Square. And here you go, innocents.
Bone and corruption.
Yeah. Bone and corruption, blah, blah, blah. Shoot down Kitava's horns so that I can get through to the canals. Maybe 10 minutes. Assuming I don't, die multiple times. Not that I'm overly happy with my deaths so far. It's not terrible. I probably die about 2/3 of the time on my first character in a new league before I get to Kitava. But after the first character, when I have a little bit of gear waiting for me, I'm always disappointed if I can't finish off the campaign deathless. I don't do it all the time. I'd say probably 2/3 of the time I succeed. Or maybe 1/3 of the time on my first character I succeed, and 2/3 of the time on my subsequent characters I succeed in getting through the campaign deathless. It was a big deal the first time I finally managed to get through campaign death. I think to a degree that's like an indicator, okay, you're understanding the game. No, not that way. Maybe not even 10 minutes, maybe more like 5. Barring deaths. Imperial Mall. Too much, really. Wailing Essence of Contempt. I killed him rather contemptuously. Just doubling back again. One of the biggest surprises in PoE 2 to me is that it has so much doubling back with big maps. It has so much running on they had to add points in between places in the map because the map was so big and there was so much backtracking. It's like, you guys have been playing ARPGs since they were invented. How the hell did you not know that this was a problem? We won't let them scroll a portal here, so if we croak on the way to Kitava, we don't have to go through that whole last map again. But this should be pretty quick. 2 or 3 minutes. I'm just going to run basically down one side walk here. Straight on. I don't want to pick the bismuth up because we could have, probably would end up with tornadoes while we're trying to fight Kitava. Could spend the time, but why? Let's just keep them. Go take care of Kitava as quickly as possible. Just in case I die and accidentally hit the wrong thing. Let's go here.
This is it.
Alright, the Altar of Hunger and Kitava. Let us party like it's 2025? Really? That can't be right. It's Kitava, ladies and gentlemen.
I shall strike you down.
He's alright, next up, Kitava. Alright, he is once again unbreakable. Unbreakable again. So not great. We're almost dead. We're on a very low life. And okay, we don't have great potions right now. Our potions are not great. I'm gonna die, I think. Nope, almost. Almost died. We're out of potions. Gotta defeat the heart. Our ship has come in. Yay. That is Kitava. It's not gonna hurt, honestly. It's probably not gonna hurt. But hey, that hurt. Yeah, that looked like that hurt. Alright, that's another 30%. to our resists, so we need more fire and more lightning. We need 17 of each.
It's over.
Woohoo! That's the the campaign done. That opens up the end game. That was close. I nearly screwed that up. I was profligate.
You look as though you've seen.
That's not a dirty word. No.
Fair winds and calm
I was profligate with my
By the
potions.
light of Rama.
2 more skill points. It was down here, wasn't it? Yes. Which side of that are we going to? Give me just a sec. That's primeval force. Right? Yeah, okay, to the right hand side. So more damage and more damage and affect the non-damaging ailments.
Innocence.
They're done. They're fine. They're awesome.
Good tidings to you.
Victory.
Excellent.
Made it through the campaign.
Wake up.
Are you proud of it?
Commander Kirak has go with courage.
Go with courage. Ooh, new crafting recipe. Movement speed and flask enchantments rank 3. Yeah, they're pretty rank, all right. Lily. She's up here sulking.
I should have never come back. Time
Pictures of
flies.
Lily. Another old guy Who reference. The band. And Kirak. Let's sell stuff first. Sell all raw. Wait a minute. I think we-
you still.
nope.
If you're thinking about dying.
Let's see which tier 1 maps we have, and that will determine which tier 1 map we choose to take as a gift. Maps. We have all of the tier 1 maps. Gardens. We'll take gardens as we don't have but one of those.
Kirak's my name. We've abided.
Gardens.
The job never ends.
Let's see. Do we have anything? Cold and lightning. We don't need the cold, so we can replace that with lightning and fire. A higher percentage. That'll get us close on fire, but not on lightning. Now, you know, I am going to call it here, because this is going to be boring for a bit as I go through my gear and struggle to find a few more percentage points of elemental resistance, because once you get to the end game, you really want to be at the capped resistance, because, you know, instead it's 75%, you're at 50%. That's going to double the amount of damage you take. So it's kind of a big deal. So I'm going to call it here. I want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging out. I appreciate it. Should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. But probably not for more PoE. There's a demo I want to try. Lost Skies, I think is the name. Let me double check that. Pretty sure it's Lost Skies. Yeah, it's Lost Skies. I watched the demo briefly being played by somebody else on stream. I went, ooh, that does look interesting, so I want to try the demo. If I like the demo, I'll end up getting the game once it ships. So that's my plan for tomorrow. And then Tuesday, I hope to be playing, probably starting early, the Blade and Soul Neo. launch. Launch of a new MMO, even if it's not really new. Sort of a revamped old MMO. It's always something I want to give a try. A new game is always... Well, I don't want to say exciting. Always of interest to me. I've played it in the distant past, and it was okay. But we'll see. That's on Tuesday. That's gonna do it for tonight. Again, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you'll see me soon. I hope the rest of your Sunday night goes great, and as always, I like to give you guys an achievable goal. So I hope your upcoming week doesn't suck. Back tomorrow. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.